Hello, I'm Professor Rad, and today we're going to talk about subtraction using a technique called the Singapore method. In our last video, we did some subtraction problems using the left to right method, and this is an alternate technique. So if you didn't like the left to right method so much, you could use the Singapore method. We're going to do 3 examples in this video, so let's start out with this first one. We've got 46 minus 28. So to start out, I'm going to write this vertically. And I'm going to write both numbers as they are. So I've got 46 minus 28. Now, if each of the digits on the top is bigger than each digit on bottom, you can just subtract going left to right, no problem. So for example, the 4 is bigger than the 2, but the 6 is not bigger than the 8. So we can't just subtract going down. We're going to have to use an alternate technique for that. So what you want to do is you want to start going from right to left. So we're moving right to left. And you want to find the first place where the top number is smaller than the bottom number. In this case, that happens right here. Right? The 6 is smaller than the 8. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 8 away from 46, and you're going to take 8 away from 28. To do this, we can count down. So I'm going to count down from 46. I'm going to count 8 down. So we've got 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38. Then 28, when I remove the 8, I get 20. And that's it. That's all there is to that. Then I can now subtract my top digits minus my bottom digits, because in each case, the top number is bigger than the bottom number. So 3 minus 2 is 1, and 8 minus 0 is 8. So 46 minus 28 is going to give us 18. Let's look at some numbers that might be a little bit longer, a little bit bigger. For this next example, we've got 2016, and we're going to take 924 away. So I'm going to start out writing it the same way, and I've got to be careful to make sure I line up my place values. So I have 2016, and the 9 is in the hundreds place, so I'm going to line the 9 up under the hundreds place here, 924. Now when I go to subtract, the 6 is bigger than the 4, that's okay, but the 1 is smaller than the 2. So this is the place I'm looking at. So you want to go to the first spot starting from the right, where the top digit is smaller than the bottom digit. So we're going to have to subtract this 2, but it's not 2. It's in the tens place, so it's 20. So I'm going to subtract 20 from both the top number and the bottom number. So I've got 2016 and I'm taking 20 away. So here's how I think about this, right? If I have 2016, if I remove 16 pieces, that'll bring me down to 2000, and I need 4 more to get to 20. So 2000, and then I'm going to take away 4, would be 1999, 98, 97, 96. So I get 1996. Now, as a quick check over here on the side, I'm going to do 1996, and I'm going to add 20, just as a check to make sure I did my subtraction correctly. So if I do 1996 plus 20, I should get back this 2016. And I'm just going to use the traditional method really quickly for this. Okay, I got my 2016. So that means this 1996 is good to go. The second number, the subtraction is usually nicer, because all you have to do is remove that digit and turn it into 0. So 924, if I take away the 20, it's going to leave me with 904. After I remove the problem of this tens, notice that now the top digit is bigger than the bottom digit in all cases. I mean, they're the same here, but that's still okay. And then we've got that 1. So we'll do 6 minus 4 and get 2. 9 minus 0 to get 9. 9 from 9 is 0. And then we bring down the 1. So 2016 minus 924 is 1092. I'm sorry if you hear that construction going on outside. They are digging up our street to repair our street. So nothing I can do about that now. So let's do this last example that's got some decimals in it. So we have 24 and 5/10. We're going to subtract 8 and 6/100. So when I write these numbers out, I've got to make sure I line up my place values properly. So we've got 24.5, and I use that decimal point to guide me. So we have 8 point, so I'm going to line up the points, and then 0.6. Now, one of the tricky things with decimals is that sometimes all the digits don't line up, right? So here we have this 6 that's hanging off, where over here it just ends at that 5. So when that happens, you can add placeholder zeros so that everything ends up being right aligned, like we had in the problems before. So I'm going to add a 0 here. When I go to subtract, I want to start on the right and find the first spot where the top is smaller than the bottom, and that's right here at the end. So I'm going to take 0.06 away. I'm taking away 6/100 because the problem child is in the hundredths place. For the bottom, I know it's going to be easy. I just chop off that 6, and all that's going to leave me with is 8. And I could put a 0.00 to help me line things up, sure. Up top, I'm going to think of this as like 50, counting down 6. So we have 50, and then we'll have 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44. So this will be 24 and 44/100. And now I can subtract going down. So 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 minus 0 is 4. And then for this last one, you could repeat the Singapore method and subtract 4 from the top and the bottom, or you can count down, which is what I'm going to do. I've got 24, and I'm going to take 8 away. So 24, and let's count down. 23, 22, 21, 20. 19, 18, 17, 16. So we end up with a 16 here. So 24.5 minus 8 and 6/100 is going to give us 16 and 44/100. All right, so I've got 3 problems here for you to try out on your own using the Singapore method. And again, the goal is to try the Singapore method. If it doesn't work great for you, you can try one of the alternate techniques. We're still going to talk about the traditional method in the next video. So it's up to you to learn what technique works best for your brain. Give the Singapore method a try. And in the next video, I'll see you for the traditional method. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.